Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another video. As always, I love the beginning of every single month because I get to set up a brand new budget for myself, as well as set up the rest of my pages in my Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner. If you guys have not checked out this video, this was yesterday's video. It's all about my October monthly budget setup, so go ahead and check it out if you guys have not. But for today, we're going to be setting up my sinking funds. Now, if you guys don't know what sinking funds are, to me personally, sinking funds are sort of like specific savings that you have per category. So funds that I have would be things like car insurance, car tags. I know I have Amazon Prime in there because I do pay that once a year. So there are things that I know that will happen in the future. Some of these things I may not know, like I do have an adventures category. So like traveling that I want to save up money for. Those are the categories that I like to personally save money and classify as sinking funds. So I do have a set amount of sinking funds here for the month. As you guys can see, it's 972, but that's really the only way you'll see it in my monthly budgets. Aside from that, any money that I use from those actual sinking funds will be in my transaction log for my sinking fund. So that's the reason why I never track any sinking funds transactions in my monthly view, which I actually have stickers for the monthly view. I just came out with them this past month. These are the ones I'm going to use actually. It matches perfectly with my kits. So I do have the main washi page as well as the add-on sheet. I don't think I'm going to set this up in this video. I just wanted to mainly be about my sinking funds because we do have quite a bit to do. I'm not only going to set up my sinking fund spread, but I'm also going to be stuffing my sinking fund system, which if you guys don't know what it is, I talk about this every single month, but if you guys are new, this is where I keep all of my sinking funds. This is just a Target coupon folder, and I have all of my sinking funds categorized here with little labels that I made in my label maker. The reason I have this out is because I have added 2 new categories for my sinking funds, so you guys will be sort of seeing how I set that up, as well as I'm going to actually stuff that. So let's go ahead and move on to the sinking fund. So I do like to set up my sinking funds on the very first page of the month. So it's the one right next to the quote page. Like I mentioned, in a way, my sinking funds is kind of completely separate from my monthly budget, so that's the reason why I like to get to have its own spread on the side here. So we're going to use my sinking fund sheet for my shop, of course, and then the leftover washi that I used yesterday. So let's go ahead and zoom you guys a little bit. And I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So, like I mentioned, I added 2 new sinking funds because very exciting things are happening, guys. Well, one of them is just like one of those bills that you have to pay. Let me go ahead and put this here. And as we have discovered, this page is a little bit longer. I'm not sure why that is, but it doesn't bother me. I'm now going to take my sinking fund script. And I'm so happy. As I mentioned, these kits that I came out with October definitely scream fall, and I'm so happy, guys. I don't think you guys know how happy I truly am that fall is here. So my first fund, I think I will have them in order. Yeah, so I like to have my sinking funds in alphabetical order. You guys don't have to do this at all, but I just like how it looks. So let's go ahead and start with the first one. The first one that I have is Adventures, which was a name that one of you guys suggested for things like traveling and stuff like that. I am beginning with $100, and I'm going to go ahead and add for this month $20. Next we have Amazon Prime. And for Amazon Prime, I am starting with $40. I believe I don't have to pay for this until next summer, but I think now I will be paying the regular one, because before in the past I have been paying the student discounted one, but now I have to pay the full one because it's been, by then it'll be, yeah, well over a year since I've graduated. Okay, so for this I am adding $10 a month. With this I should be a-okay. Next we have car insurance, which I've said this in the past, last month, I am now paying for car insurance on a monthly basis, and I've thought about maybe taking this category out of my sinking funds and making it part of just my monthly budget. But I just really like having it as a sinking fund, to be honest, and I do have some money in here, so I just would rather keep it as a sinking fund and not complicate my life. Of course, you can do whatever you want. You can put in your monthly budget if it is that you would like, but I've had my car insurance as a sinking fund for so long that I'm just used to it being here, and I don't plan on changing it out anytime soon. So for this, I am beginning with $50, and I'm going to go ahead and add $300 in here. Next, we have cart maintenance. For cart maintenance, I am beginning with $48. And I'm going to go ahead and add $42 just so it can be an even amount there. Next, I have my car payment. For car payment, we're starting with $257, and I'm going to go ahead and add $257. Like I mentioned, the reason I have car payment as a sinking fund is because I want to have at least 2 months worth of payments in it, just in case something happens, an emergency or anything like that, and I am set for 2 months rather than just paying it monthly, and let's say an emergency happens and I have to scramble for this money to find $257. I've been liking it, having it as a sinking fund, and it's probably going to stay there. So that is that. Next new category that I'm adding this month is for my car tags. Now, as you guys know, I did take over my sister's car payment to finance it as my own a couple of months back. So I ended up asking my sister when they were due, and she said December, and it's October, guys. So I'm glad that I found out in October and not in actual December. So now we have at least 2 to 3 months to save for these car tags, which is great. And the reason why I love sinking funds, you get to really save month to month for something that you will end up paying in the future. So then that way you won't be scrambling for money once again when something is due, which I feel like I've done in the past. Before I started budgeting, I've had those sort of like anxious moments where you don't have money in my account and I have to pay for something, which I never want to feel like that again. So for car tags, I am starting with 0, of course, and I'm going to add $75 for this month. Okay, next we have Christmas. For Christmas, I've been saving now for a couple of months, and I'm so excited to let you guys know that a lot of my family is coming from Peru for the holiday season. I'm so happy. As you guys know, my sister is getting married in January, so my grandparents are coming for Christmas, as well as a couple of my cousins are coming for Christmas, and then my aunt and my other cousin and his wife and his son are coming for New Year's. So that means I need to save just a little bit more for Christmas too, just because I definitely want to get them, you know, a little something. Nothing extravagant. So for this category, we are beginning with $250. And I'm going to add $100 for this month. Next category is date night. For date night, we are starting with $31. And I'm going to add $20 for this month. Next, I have my entertainment. Category, and for my entertainment category, I am starting with $76, and now I'm going to add $20 for the month. Next category, which is a new category for me, and you guys might be a little bit surprised about this category, because honestly I surprised myself too. The new fund that I'll be having for this month is going to be a Go Wild fund. Now, if you guys don't know what Go Wild is a planning convention that happens every year around April or May, where a lot of planning gals gather up, and usually in different states every year. And this year, well, 2020, it is going to be in Anaheim, California, which is relatively close to me, at least closer to like any of the other locations around the country that it's been at. So I was not thinking about going to Go Wild at all, but I figured that since it is here in Southern California and I don't have to pay things like my airfare or hotels because I can just drive there or have someone drive me there, I thought that I might just go. Now, the tickets for those are $517, I believe, approximately, plus like ticket charges and stuff like that. Now, I also do know that Go Wild has this feature where you can pay half of the amount of the ticket when the tickets go on sale, which is, I believe, in January, and then the other half towards when the event actually is. So I think that's what I'm going to do, just as a more budget friendly and just so I won't like kill my whole budget. So I am going to save money for this. I might not have the full amount by the time that the tickets go on sale, but I definitely will have enough to pay for half of it. And honestly, I might just end up taking money also from my entertainment category and or adventures category, just because I feel like those two could relate to the event. I definitely think that $517 is a lot of money, but I think I can definitely make it happen by planning ahead. So I'm super glad that I was able to catch that on their Instagram, and I can plan ahead starting from this month. After I ramble, it's all about Go Wild. I'm going to start. So the beginning of this is going to be $0, and for this month I'm going to add $75. And then my last sinking fund, which is an oldie but a goodie, is my medical sinking fund, which definitely saved my butt this past month where I was sick. I'm still a little bit sick and congested, but doing so much better than before. So for anybody who's been asking, I know a lot of you guys have been very, very nice and asking if I'm feeling better, and yes, I am. So thank you so much for that. Well, it's starting with $47, and I will be adding $53. $53 just because I will be going to the optometrist this month, I believe, for my annual checkup, and I will just pick up some new contacts. Okay, so now that we have these, I can go ahead and put my totals. Little header. Now, as you guys know, I don't put anything for the negative and the ending because those I do update at the end of the month, once the month is over. And now let me just go ahead and take my thin washi strip and just separate this. And now I'm just going to make my quick little transaction log at the bottom, which I usually don't make many transactions with my sinking funds, but I do like to have a section for it just in case I want to buy things like medicine or stuff like that. And for this, you'll have this header. Which the header just has a fund that you're taking the money out of, the date, the amount, and sort of a small description so that future Mina knows what past Mina is spending money on. And now let me go ahead and just make my lines here really quickly. Hopefully it's not too crooked. Okay, let's see. I feel like these lines somehow always come out crooked, but that's okay. Let's see. Okay, so this is how my spread is going to look. Now, let's go ahead and move on to stuffing my sinking fund system. Well, before we do that, I do want to add one more little label here. So I did add card tags off camera, but now I'm going to add the Go Wild one. And I definitely think that this amount of sinking funds is perfect for both my spread as well as for my actual divider, sinking fund divider. So I think that if I were to have more sinking funds than this amount, which would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, then I would definitely, I don't know, because I know a lot of people use sinking funds differently. A lot of people do it in cash, like cash envelopes. Other people have accounts for it. But I just really love this system to have them all together at all times. So let me go ahead and make my little Go Wild tag. If you guys are interested, I will leave links for both of these products. So let me make it capitalized. Go Wild. And I'll print it. And I'll come out this way. Okay, let me go ahead and trim this now and put it in my little divider folder. Okay, so I went ahead and added it right there. And that's how all those look. Love this. Okay, so I have all my cash here. Just have to set it up for my quick thumbnail there. But this is all the cash that I pulled out of the bank for my sinking fund. So in total, I didn't even total this. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see, let's do this really quick. So in total, I am beginning with $899 in my sinking funds, and then I will be adding 20 plus 10, 342, 257, 75, 100, 20, 75, and 53, which gives me a total of 972, which is what I budgeted for. Okay, now we're ready. So for adventures, we're going to be putting 20 in there. So let me just take one of these 20. Adventures, and another 20 in there. Next I have Amazon Prime, which I'm going to just put a 10 in there. Next is car insurance, which this should be $300. I'm just going to put 3 $100 bills. Car insurance. Okay, next I have cart maintenance, which I want to do 42. $20, 41, 2 for cart maintenance. Next, $257 for my car payment. So 100, 200, 50, good. 5, 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 50, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Next is my car tags, which is a new sinking fund. So that should be 50, 70, and a 5. 50, 75. Okay, car tags. Right here. Next we have Christmas, which we will do the $100 here. Put it in the back there. Date night gets 20. And entertainment also gets 20. Okay, entertainment right here. Go Wild gets 75. So that's 50, 75. So 50, 75. Go Wild. I'm super excited. I never thought that I was going to go to Go Wild, but I definitely think I can make it happen with planning ahead. and medical gets 53, which should be the rest. So 51, 2, and 3. And that is perfect. Okay, so I have all of my sinking funds stuffed for the month of October. So that is pretty much it for this video. I do like to stuff my sinking funds once a month rather than every single time I get a paycheck. I just think it's more convenient for me. Of course, you can do whatever it is that is more convenient for you. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already. And hopefully I will get to see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.